We're back. We made it. It's Wednesday, 3 o'clock, and you know what we do at Blue Ridge. Our mission here is to add value to your life. And guys, do we have a treat today? Oh my gosh. By the way, my name is Randy, and I grow some grapes. I got a book out here. If you haven't read this book yet, guys, I now have an audio version. You can find it on Apple. It's on Amazon. Mary Wayne's there. What's happening, Mary Wayne? Good to see you. All we need is Ken, right? The crew will come together. I know they will, right? But get the book, guys. This book, oh my gosh, it'll change your life. It is one of the most powerful reads you'll ever read. It's 17 years in the making to write this book. And guys, oh my gosh, it's powerful stuff. You can get the audio version. I read it. It's about a 6.5 hour listen. I love the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I'm so grateful. But you know, Blue Ridge's mission is to add value to people's lives. That's been the mission statement from the beginning. Mary Wayne, I love that. I got all 3 versions. I love that. Yo, Cheryl, what's happening? I see you. Ken's there. What's happening, Ken? I see you. That's awesome. Paula, good to see you, Paula. Hello, Paula. I love that. You know, the mission here is to add value to your life. We want to add value through a memorable experience where when you come to Blue Ridge, you will never forget how you feel. It's like absolute magic. There's a saying that it goes, the magic is not in what you do, but it's how you do it. And what we do here, we want to add value. And you know, the true sign of confidence is humility. Because if it's on the inside, it doesn't need to be on the outside, right? Tina, I love you, Tina. I hope you're doing good, Tina. Oh my gosh. And the true sign of confidence is vulnerability. Because if you're confident, you're willing to let people see right through you. I know who I am, so I let you see me. And in the end, we're all far more alike than different. I say it in the underground room. Everyone in this world is searching for similar forms of human happiness. So, about a week and a half ago, I'm over at the bed and breakfast. And I'm talking to Kathy, and Kathy goes, by the way, Randy, I've been making some notes. I'm like, on what? She goes, well, it's stuff I think about. I'm like, tell me more. And she starts reading to me. And I go, Kathy, you need to tell the world. You need to share this with everyone. So I'm going to stand up, and then Kathy's going to sit down. Guys, this is Kathy. Kathy, we love you, Kathy. I hope you enjoy this. I know I do. Kathy, here you go. Oh my God. Come on.
Hi everyone, I'm Kathy. I've worked with Randy and Tiffany almost since the beginning of Blue Ridge Winery. And yes, I mentioned to Randy in our conversation that I do jot things down along the way. And he says, okay, let's do it next week. So here I am, scared and nervous, but I'm not ashamed to share my story to the world. If I can shine light to one person and take myself to the highest level of healing, it'll all be worth it. We're all born with perseverance, but using it and managing it is what makes you. I'm facing adversity right now, speaking to all of you. As a child, I should have been guided and supported. Instead, I was damaged, let down. My father was an alcoholic. After my brother passed at 1 year old, it was magnified. At 6 years old, I remember lying in bed, trembling so much I felt like I was floating. Wondering what he will do when he gets home tonight. Sometimes he wouldn't even make it to the front door. Often I would hear him yelling, help me. And I would have to go find him somewhere in the yard, lying in the garden or in the woods or by the railroad tracks. We never knew when his rage was coming or why it had to appear. Believe it or not, my dad was the kindest soul. But his weakness left us in his path of destruction. I'll never forget the night my mom made a really nice dinner. It was barbecue ribs. For no reason, he took the table and flipped it in the air. And all I remember is sauce all over the walls, all over our faces, and my brother grabbing me to run to the neighbors. My father even threw every appliance and piece of furniture all over the house. He was a sinking ship, and he was taking us down with him. He would leave us for months at a time, and my mom would have to work 3 jobs to provide for us. My brother had to be the man of the house at 12 years old. He was my safe haven. We were not living our childhood dreams. We were living his nightmare. Even after the divorce, our visits were in a bar room, Thank goodness for pinball machines and Slim Jims. He attempted to take us to Great Adventure once, but we had to sit on the bench the entire time because he was vomiting. He could never stay sober enough to come to my soccer games or my brother's football games. So I hesitated to do anything in life anymore because I feared every situation was worse than it was. I would overthink everything, worry about everything every time of what the outcome would be. My mom remarried when I was 8 years old. She was happy for the first time in her life. He wanted my mom, but he didn't want us. This was my second chapter of being traumatized. When I was in 8th grade, he tried numerous times to violate me. Mom worked shift work, so those days when I should have been focusing on my school and having fun with my friends, I was worrying about how to escape his antics that night. I would not come downstairs to eat dinner knowing he was waiting at the bottom of the steps, so I just stopped eating. I even mapped out a plan to climb out my bedroom window, crawl across the roof, and down the front of the house. It was worth the ankle sprain to know I had an option. Why didn't I tell anyone? I didn't want my brother getting angry or getting into trouble. I didn't tell my friends because I was worried about what they would think of me, and I couldn't tell my mom because that would ruin her happiness. So I carried that pain and that void for almost 4 decades. I wish I heard this next quote as a child. You are stronger than the moment that's going to pass. When this man took away my entire childhood happiness and trust, he became terminally ill, and I had him and my mom move in with me so that I could help care for him. I forgave because that's who I was born to be. I still always feared death because I was not complete in life. I was missing something. I would only gravitate towards genuine people that I could trust when we should be able to trust everyone. Worrying about the past is depression. Worrying about the future is anxiety. And I can tell you, it never changes a thing. You need to live in the present and find happiness in every day. When I was 38 years old, a real man came into my life. He dug deep and broke through that wall I put up in my heart. I was given a second chance to feel love. They might have damaged me, but they didn't break me. I then learned that love is not about finding the right person, it's about becoming the right person. And perseverance is not just within yourself, but helping others see their strength. We have a song, it's called Lady by the Little River Band. It's a ballad about a guy who regrets not being present in his past relationship. Our favorite line is, take time to make time to be there. Speaking of that special guy, my husband, he was the smallest guy in the football team 3 years in a row. Size didn't stop him. He had grit and determination. He was awarded All-Area Player 2 years in a row and was inducted into Bangers Hall of Fame. You are my idol, number 55. If you think it and believe it, and you believe it, you can do it. Kobe Bryant believed every shot he took was going in. When you only give yourself one option to win, you will. My daughter put sticky notes all over the house, on the mirrors, on the gym equipment. You should try it. I'm going to share some of my collection with you. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 12 says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood that test, the person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him." Grow through what you go through. I love that one. Get back up after being knocked down. Learn from your mistakes and move forward. See the positive in every negative. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or we can rejoice because the thorn bushes have roses. That was Abe Lincoln. While most thought he failed, Thomas Edison simply said, "I found over 10,000 ways to not build a light bulb." How bright was he? Oprah Winfrey, where there is no strength, there is no struggle. How true is that? You don't just eat a can of spinach like Popeye and grow muscle. You have the struggle to get your muscle and see your strength. You also need strength in grief. Our friend recently passed away. I love that. Now I see why you get so excited, Randy, over the hearts. We are strong together. His family turned sadness into gladness for Christmas in his memory. Oh, more hearts. In just a few weeks, they rallied a community and collected over 700 teddy bears and donated them to Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital to put smiles on children's faces who could not be home for Christmas. So wonderful. Grief and sadness are reminders of the depth of our love. Without love, there's no grief. So when we feel our grief uncomfortable and aching, it's actually a reminder of the beauty of love that's lost. Grief is not something we were meant to walk alone on. So if you want to find yourself and heal yourself, lose yourself in the service of others. I'm veering off a little bit, but did you ever see the movie Pay It Forward? A social studies teacher gives an assignment to his junior high class to think of an idea to change the world and then put it into action. When a student creates a plan for paying it forward favors, he not only affects the life of his struggling single mother, he sets in motion an unprecedented wave of human kindness, which, unknown to him, had blossomed into this profound national phenomenon. It's a great movie about compassion from an 11-year-old's perspective. Nike nailed it with their slogan, just do it. Don't wait for the new year, just make it happen now. Climb that mountain, learn to dance, start a business, write a book or two, like Randy. If you haven't seen it yet, Maggie Dietrich wrote a book. It's adorable. I remember when Maggie walked into the winery one day with a wagon full of homemade scarves. There was probably 30 of them. An hour later, she's walking out with an empty wagon. She sold every one and was out of inventory. She's 9 years old and crushing goals. Children are so resilient. We should learn from them by stepping outside of our comfort zone and trying new things. Because really, you'll never know what opportunities you're missing out on. Just do it. It'll feel so good. Problems, obstacles, and challenges are inevitable when we face them. We're up against a choice. We can transform to change the outcome or change into the world around us to fail. Nothing in the universe can stop you from letting go and starting over. Absorb all that good around you from others. It will give you such needed connection. In the end, we are all more alike than different, like Randy says. We're all looking for that human happiness. So spread love and joy every day, because it's truly what makes the world go around. Thank you for listening.
Come here, wait a minute, come here. So, guys, this is the room. So there's a full audience here watching this. And Kathy, we want to thank Kathy for stepping up to the mic, stepping out of her comfort zone, right? Great job. We love you all. Oh my gosh. If you haven't heard, this Friday we're doing a birthday party in the room here. Join me. It's my birthday this coming Friday, and you're all invited. Join me. I'm giving away wine all night. I love y'all. See ya. Bye, Susan. See ya, Cheryl. Bye, Paul. See you guys.